fight, which sometimes is hard. Our next speaker comes from the House, and she has been a sponsor of the House version of this bill for many years. And she's come over to talk from her perspective as a delegate. Delegate Barbara Fleischauer.
I just wish we all could live by the golden rule. That would be a great day. Well, I have just a few thoughts to share with you. I asked to speak today because I was struck by one of the comments in the Gazette yesterday. The head of the Family Policy Council, who is videoing me right now, said that the legislation insults the civil rights pioneers. Insults, so a legislation that would say discrimination is not allowed is insulting to the civil rights pioneers. Well, I'd like to have a little brush up on history. And I think I have a little bit of right to do that, having been very involved in the women's movement and having family members who were involved, who were at the People's March in the 60s and who were very actively opposing discrimination against African Americans in their daily lives and in legislation. What I have to say is, on this issue, the Family Policy Council of West Virginia is on the wrong side of history. It particularly bothers me to see the Bible being used to support discrimination. As I recall, the Bible was used to justify slavery. The Bible was used to justify control over women by their husbands. Remember the rule of thumb? That was part of our law. It was supposedly based on the Bible, that you could hit a woman with a stick as big as your thumb. Well, at the very least, our state, which was forged, and I mean forged in the sense of forging metal and having a battle over it. Our state was formed as part of the civil rights movement in the 1860s, in 1863. Our state should not permit discrimination against anybody because of their status at the workplace, in public accommodations, and housing. You shouldn't lose your home because somebody doesn't like the way you are. And it seems to me the bottom line is opposing this law means that you are for discrimination. West Virginia is about. I want this state to be more perfect, part of a more perfect union, and this law banning discrimination because of sexual orientation is the way where we make our state more perfect. Please join us in trying to pass this and getting this Dugner's signature on this bill. We are not for discrimination against West Virginia. We are for fairness. Thank you.
Secretary of State Natalie Tennant was unable to be with us this morning due to a scheduling conflict. However, she gave us the following statement. We cannot expect to keep doing things the same way and expect different results. Discrimination is bad for our economy and it's bad for our community. We can no longer afford to have the biases of the past dictate our future. It's time for a new approach. It's time West Virginia moves forward. I want to recognize long list of supporters in our coalition, which I'll share with the press, but I want to recognize our constant partner through this, the ACLU of West Virginia. I also want to recognize a very important voice that we are so happy and proud to have here today, and that's Larry Matheny and the AFL-CIO. Thank you for coming here today, and we ask for your constant support, and we ask for you to stand with Sam.